Hello YouTube, this is Kisa and I'm back here with another video, and I want to go over that video that I did with the Steve Dean show. Dating, what is it called, the Man Mind dating show. Yeah, that's the name of it. I did a video a week ago, I think it was, and I downloaded it and the video sucked. Damn, the whole audio was all janky, and I can't believe I did that. So now I'm all paranoid to make sure everything is working. Yeah. So I don't know, I guess I could probably go over the video. Basically I was on there. It said my first time being a troller. A troll. I didn't know what a troll was, you know. I went on the show. I always do go on there, but lately I've been putting myself out there, and I have been like letting people know that I'm in their chats. So any chat that I go on, I let you know I'm in your chat, let you know that I'm listening in. And it's a man show, so there's no women in there, but there might be women. They just don't come into the chat. And I've done this for a while, and not the last time, but a week ago I went on there, and Steve the Dean was in a mood. He was in a bad mood, you guys, and I guess he had a cold or something, but yeah, he was not feeling me that day. And I was getting baited, like every time, I'd say something, and I wasn't even saying much, and basically Steve got mad and put me in timeout, or the moderators put me in timeout. I think they put me on a timeout like 10 times, and then of course they were talking their talk when they had me on moderator. So I got timed out so many times, and I don't know. I had to put the link up for you to see. It's called My First Time Trolling. Well, I went back on the show yesterday. I'd like to go. I think it must be Tuesdays that he goes on, and I go on there. And again, after he chewed me out. I did go back on. It's research, I mean, it didn't hurt my feelings when he was going off. Because I'm just not invested in what they're saying as far as like a personal attack towards me. They don't know me. It could never hurt my feelings. But anyway, I went back on there, and I guess it was like, God, you can't get rid of her. So they pretty much let me live this time. They didn't type me out, and I wasn't really talking this time. Every time they asked me something, I know better to not let them bait me into something. So I said a couple things, nothing, out of line or anything like that. I just, listen in. And he's like, yeah, we always have women over here, and you guys got to know that they're going to be here, and they're here to find out information about us. And that's true. He's right. And I guess he's been doing it for about 10 years. I didn't even realize he was on the scene like that as long as he's been on there. But yeah. So I was sitting there listening, and of course they were baiting me, asking me questions, trying to get me to talk. And this time I said nothing. I think if I did anything, I would just sit a emoji or something, but I wouldn't like have a conversation, because Dean, he did look like he was like okay, we know what's going on. They're like, Kisa's back. And I'm like, hey, and that's it. I wasn't engaging in anything. But anyway, let's talk about it. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going in on chats, relationship chats, basically trying to figure out what is going on with the man and the woman, the alpha and the beta. Because it just seems like everybody is against each other, and I'm trying to figure it out. I didn't even know it was that much hatred for each other. Yeah, the dating situation is crazy. A lot of single men trying to figure women out. Y'all, they trying to figure women out, and women are trying to figure the men out. They really are, but somehow it's just like they're not connecting. And I think what it is it's got to do a lot with power. Because I look at a lot of women videos too, and yeah, they pretty much got the same issues the guys got. The guys got they want to be with a woman. They act like, in an environment with Dean and them, it's more of an environment like we're here to make them women cater to us. Like we like type kind of guys. Alpha man, and this is what it's going to be, and we always have to have the power, and they're going to have to fall in line with us and baby us and take care of us and take care of all our needs, and then we'll give them a sprinkle of our attention. And I'm like, oh, that's how you do it, huh? Okay, I see you. Okay. Of course, if I say anything, they're like, what do you think? But they ain't gonna let me talk, so I ain't gonna tell them what I think. I'll just sit there and listen. So anyway, yeah, and the women are their complaints are mainly like, just trying to find a man to step up, and that is not somebody they have to take care of, be a man, like the olden days where men come in and they take care of the family, and and we don't get that anymore. Men just want to have a different women and not be reliable, and women feel that's how women feel, and men feel kind of the same. But I don't know, it's like they kind of want to be courted like the women these days. Like they want you to set up the pay for the food, and they want you to have all their amenities when they come to your house. I guess have like all the, like if they play video games, they want you to have the video game thing ready for them. They want you to have their favorite food, and it's like, oh, really? Guys are on that level right now. I mean, the alpha ones that, in their, if the world was perfect for them, that's how they would do it. I don't think it's their reality. I just think they talking like that. Because the people that go on there and they start, now they talk to him and they're under him all the time getting his advice. But then when you hear some of the stories that they're going through with the relationships that they have, clearly they're not listening to Steve the Dean. They're not listening. Because some of the stuff be like, what? You're really going through that? Like, oh, and they just sound so, well, she didn't do this, and I called her and she didn't call me back, and I didn't know. Just like wusses. Oh. These are his people, though. Okay. Okay. I wouldn't have thought that type of guy, but I mean, it takes all kinds that need help, right? All kinds need help. So, yeah. And the females. Let's see. The females. A lot of them are like on YouTube. The ones that I come in and listen to, their chats and stuff. A lot of them are kind of like talking about like jumping ship and just kind of just going to the other. It's a lot of that talk right now. Go to the other. And when I say other, I mean other than non-blacks, black men. Go find you a Asian man, a Mexican, or whatever. All the other nationalities out there, mess with them. Leave the black man alone. They said leave the black man alone. I'm like, damn. Yeah, so there's a lot of that going on. They just don't see it. I mean, the ones that see it are they're just doing what they're spinning their wheels. Spinning their wheels with the same old, dating the same old type of dude over and over again. And but the guys are going through the same thing, ladies. They're, you know, they're dating the same type of girl, you know, and wishing that, you know, she's gonna, you know, wake up one day and just be kind of like their slave into what they want to do. And if she's not with it, then they'll go get another woman, and then it's just over and over and over and over and over. And then occasionally they'll call Steve Nadiv, and he'll tell them something that's just not really realistic. But, you know, hey, I mean, they're men, you know, they're men, and they're going to have their opinion about how to deal with women. They've been around a lot of women than I have, so maybe they're onto something. I don't know, but I just listen to them because it's all research for me. It's all research, you know. I don't have no investments of trying to figure, you know, knowing them or anything. So I don't take it as a personal. So when they like attack me or something, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't know them. So yeah, I just would like to know what you guys think about this whole thing with the relationships, and, you know, women not being able to find men, black men, and black men trying to, you know, having a hard time with the black woman. It's like, oh my God, nobody wants to get along. It's power over power, and nobody wants to come meet in the middle, you know, and so they're just both going to be unhappy. They're both going to be unhappy, and they're both going to be like, over here and over here. And yeah, you go to these chats and they just say all men only, and then you go to these chats and it's like nothing but women only, and it's just like, why don't you guys get together? No, don't talk to them. That's the enemy. The enemy. It's like, never gonna get anywhere if you guys don't come together. Yeah, you gotta come together at some point. But, you know, you can't tell people how to, you know, do their own chat. I just respect the rules. So, you know, I just come in as an observer. But yeah, I hate that one video I did came out really whack like that. Basically, I was just telling my story of me being on there and end up turning into a troll. I didn't even realize I was a troll till they were like, I guess I was saying things to kind of, you know, provoke them, because they were being, you know, they're being kind of guys, but that's how they are. And I guess I shouldn't have got it, you know, provoked them like that. But yeah, Dean went off on me. He had a bad day that day. So yeah, I did get a verbal beating that day. But again, I'm not invested in, you know, it just rolled down my back. I didn't care. You know, people were like, oh, I can't believe you went on there. That's male chauvinist thing. You shouldn't be going on there. That's not, those guys are da-da-da-da. I was like, you know, sometimes you got to put yourself in situations to get the information that you need to know, you know. And if you just take yourself out of it and not take anything of personal, which I don't. I have a detached kind of personality sometimes. So it's just like, okay, I just want the knowledge. If you give me the knowledge, that's the greatest gift right there. Everything else is, you know, whatever. But yeah, if you give me the knowledge, which I could get, if you can just filter, get what you could get and stop thinking of it as a personal thing and try to just come from an understanding where they're coming from. Because they are who they are. Like, you know, they are who they are. So you might as well just try to, like, understand where they're coming from instead of just, you know, acting as like, oh, they don't matter. Because apparently they do. You guys want to meet them. You got to meet them and understand them and try to figure out where they come from. You have to kind of, you know, listen and try to learn what's going on with them. And then maybe you can have an eye-opener idea in your mind, and you can go, okay, now I understand why they're like this. They're just people, you know. They come from the same creed as you. You should not be afraid to be around them, to talk to them, or any of that. It should never be that way. I mean, you create the black man. I mean, if you're a black woman, you create the black man. So how can you be afraid of him? It's laughable. I got one downstairs. He's a 13-year-old kid. So yeah, I can't be afraid of the black man. I'm gonna be able to talk to him. I don't care if he's talking out of his ass or what. I ain't never gonna be afraid of him. So I would suggest you ladies, you know, try to understand, and maybe you could get some balance of why they're the way they are. Yeah, I mean that's just my opinion, but yeah, if you can kind of like just take yourself out of it and just listen to where their beefs, and even men, if you guys want to really understand women, you need to kind of like take yourself out of it, take the ego out of it and everything, and just listen to women, and maybe you'll come to an understanding of why they have the gripes that they have. But something's got to change. Something's got to change, because you gotta come at one at some point, you know. Y'all gotta come at one at some point, because this is just the way that the world is. We had to make, we had to appropriate, and you know, and be happy, because you know you only got one life, and to me life is about lessons and learning stuff. So you gotta want to, like, you know, learn new things, and so you can't be so rigid where you're not willing to learn new things, even if you're learning and you're getting all fired up because they're saying things that are just like really degrading and rude and all that stuff. But deep down there's more to it than all the silly shit that they do. If you could just get through the filter of all the dumbass shit that they say, you might get a nugget in there somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to go on and tell you, and I'm sorry about the video being messed up. I didn't even realize it was like that way until like half of the day. And I guess I had sat down and flashed somebody too on accident. So anyway, come back, check. I'm on 16 minutes. Yeah, I need you to subscribe, you guys. I'm going to be talking more about relationships, and I'm going to try to like eventually start talking about sex. Yeah, because I think that we need to talk more about it. I noticed that in a lot of videos for the black sector of YouTube, more lesbian ladies talk about sex, but not so much of the heterosexual women. You know, they don't ever talk. They're kind of like, oh, they don't really talk about it. You know, I think it's just like this taboo thing of, you know, of sex talk, and, you know, and oh, you shouldn't be having those feelings, and oh, you shouldn't talk about that stuff. But I want to open up the dialogue. Yeah, I do. I don't have a problem with it. So I think I'm going to eventually go into a lot of sex talk, you guys. So are you ready for that? Let me know. Leave a comment and like and subscribe, and I will get back with you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.